Alright, let's get it, you two. Um, you guys already know what happened last night. USDJPY dropped. It's 8:37 in the morning here, Central Time. Gold's dropping back from 1275, and that's a lot of gains from gold. Especially as soon as New York sessions hit, it just started climbing. Yeah, so you can see that it hit 1276. Gold went all the way down to 1096. I think 1095. If I was right, yeah, 1095. Um, Man, I haven't been really gaining or losing. It's just been, at the same thing. I mean, I'm only sitting at 220,000 now. This has been, I'm not gonna lie, this is by far one of the most rough weeks of trading if you're not ready for it, especially when U.S. and North Korea is just talking crap about each other. And that's a lot of they call it geopolitical tensions between the two countries, and it affects not just USD/JPY, but it affects every other currency as well. And so think about if global war would start, then you would have to think about what would you sell and what would you buy. Obviously, you would buy gold and sell all the U.S. pairs. Euro didn't gain as much. Euro dropped as well. Euro's back at 117.1. Pound is still at 129. Australia's just holding its weight at 73. Australia dropped back to 78 versus 79 yesterday. New Zealand's at 73. USD Chief is just at 96. USD CAD's at 127. USD CAD's gaining, and it's because of the fall of oil prices. It's really a tough battle this week. I mean, especially for me. You can't really dictate any sort of pattern here, and more than likely, I'm gonna sell USD/JPY. I think it's done. I think it's done going up. I mean, it'll probably try to retrace back up to 110, but that's probably all I got for it. More likely, selling USD/JPY and buying gold until tomorrow and Friday morning are the two big releases for CPI and PPI for U.S. data. Those are the two biggest news. I know it's not today. I know it's just all on. Oh yeah, I don't have the economic calendar pulled up here. All eyes on New Zealand for the interest rate and monetary policy and rate statement, and Governor Wheeler is speaking. So you got three big red news for New Zealand tonight. On top of that, you have 6 low news for Japan. And then on top of that, you have another red news for New Zealand again at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to be heavily focused on New Zealand and Australia tonight. Oh yes, girl. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. And keep an eye on North Korea and Trump saying some stuff for today. Wouldn't be surprised if it'd be a sell-off again for USD/JPY. I wouldn't be surprised either. What? Hang on, let's see. Yeah, so 4 red news for New Zealand. Yeah, nothing really much. Nothing really much. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if USD/JPY drops all the way back to 108 this week. Hey, you never know. If USD/JPY drops all the way back to 108, and then gold goes all the way up to like 1285 or 1290 at the end of Friday. Wouldn't be surprised if gold hits 1300 the way this is going. And so if you look back on Sunday where gold started at 1260. I was somewhere around there. 1262, 1263. Okay, go. And then you bought it and held it all the way till now. You still be positive. You've been negative because it's been up and down, and then finally, picked off from yesterday. I don't really consider that a reversal because it has nothing to do with any economic data news. But then again, when you have high tensions against two countries, you have to really consider the fact that there is going to be a potential risk of reversals quick. I don't expect gold to go down much during New York sessions. Probably go back down to like 1270, but that's it. And I would say USDJPY probably tapping itself at 110.0, 110.1. And then just reverse my trades from there again. And so this is a great learning lesson. And knowing what I know now for a week like this, when there's no special economic data news for US, especially this whole week, not until tomorrow and Friday. Now I know what to anticipate from Sunday through pretty much Sunday through Thursday morning, because there's really nothing going on today as well, except everyone's still focused on the tensions with North Korea. I mean, there was 2 data releases for US, but one was positive and one was negative. And so it just outweighs each other. And like I said, the USDJPY dropped last night, so of course it's going to try to regain itself right now. And that's why I'm shifting into the 15-minute and the 30-minute chart. Now, if you were swinging on the 4-hour, then yeah, you were fine with that. Like I said, if you swing buying gold Sunday and you swing on selling USDJPY on Sunday, you still be in the blue today. And so even if it's good news tomorrow for US to Thursday and Friday, I'm still predicting a sell for USDJPY throughout the whole week. I mean, I haven't even seen gone back to 111, and gold's been tapping 1250 and 1252 and all that, but gold hasn't really broken the 1250 barrier, and so gold. I would be buying gold and selling USDJPY throughout the whole week. That would be my recommendation. And yeah, back to the fastest way of building your account is stacking those trades and understand your margins and what you can cover. You don't want to lose out on what you've been building, like what I'm doing right now. And so this is a great, like I said, the demo contest is great on learning for me, since I really want to flip accounts. This is a great learning tool to take this demo contest to the next step, to the next level. And so, but that's all I got. I mean, there's nothing really else I want or really anticipate for today. Slow, probably another slow day. I won't be surprised if gold hits 1280 during Asian sessions, and I wouldn't be surprised if UJ drops all the way back to 108. I wouldn't be surprised. And so much for the crystal ball contest. I don't think you can guess on the crystal ball contest anymore. Last night I looked at, they said it was only 6 more hours to predict, so should have waited. I predicted 113. I'd be surprised if this thing goes back to 113 by Friday. I mean, it could happen just like non-farm payroll where it rises up like nothing, but it has to break 111 to even see that. So not much I can foresee that. So yeah, like I said, I'm predicting 108. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits 107 at the end of Friday, and gold hitting 1285, 1295, somewhere around there. Maybe tapping 1300, and that'd be crazy. And so that's the way I see it right now because of what's going on with the tensions with North Korea and U.S. And these two pairs are the two pairs I heavily trade on. And so that's all I got for you guys. So I'm just looking at the charts.